King of the Road Productions proudly presents the grand conclusion of our Urban Cowboy mini-series, Southeast Texas Style. We'll feature country kings Mickey Gilley and Johnny Lee live at the Hardin County Music Fest. Our coverage will include exclusive interviews with the legends. Also, Beaumont-based blues and rock musician Bill Brooks will be in the Royal Spotlight.
King of the Road.
Thanks for watching the latest King of the Road Show HD. I'm Jim King of the Road. Before we launch into this week's splendid entertainment extravaganza, I want to encourage you to help a friend in need. You've seen Kirbyville native and lead singer of Midnight River Choir, Eric Middleton, several times on this TV show recently. Well, unfortunately, Eric's home in San Marcos, Texas was hit by the recent floods, and he and his significant other, Ashton, lost everything. To make matters worse, Midnight River Choir's band was also flooded, and most of their equipment was damaged or destroyed. Everyone survived the flood, but they could definitely use your assistance to help Eric, Ashton, and Midnight River Choir. A fund has been set up at GoFundMe.com. Search for Ashton and Eric's Flood Fund and make a donation to help them get back on their feet. Now stay with me for this week's show. During the half hour, we'll air Kyle Park's new music video, What Goes Around Comes Around, as our magnificent music clip of the week from Nashville, sponsored by Kings Country Internet Radio at kingscountry.net. Also, Beaumont-based blues and rock musician Bill Brooks will take a seat on our exquisite King chair and be in the Royal Spotlight. But first, we'll launch into the grand conclusion of our Urban Cowboy mini-series, starring Mickey Gilley and Johnny Lee. Ride shotgun with me, Cadillac style, to Kountze, Texas, as we look in the rear view at the Hardin County Music Fest.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road Show.
Oh, hi, to the time.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the Road.
Last week, we launched into our 2-episode Urban Cowboy mini-series from the Hardin County Music Fest. Hundreds of country fans packed into Kountze Trade Days for a full day of family-oriented fun. Of course, King of the Road Productions was on hand to document the nostalgic extravaganza, complete with a genuine mechanical bull. Okay, I'm not a real cowboy. I just play one on TV. During last week's episode, we also started airing our exclusive concert footage from the Hardin County Music Fest with country legend Johnny Lee.
I spent a lifetime looking for you. Single bars and good time lovers, never true. Playing a fool's game, hoping to win.
It's still fun to see my old buddy Gilley, and we make a lot of memories together. We was talking about a few of them earlier, and I still love him to death, man. We're like brothers.
You talk often?
Oh yeah. Every time I go to use the bathroom, I sit down on the toilet, tell him it makes me think of him, so I call it.
1, 2, 3, pick! Now the girls all get prettier in closing time. Now they all begin to look like movie stars. Now the girls all get prettier in closing time. When the change starts taking place, it puts a glow on every face with the fallen angels of the backstreet bars. If I could rate them on a scale from 1 to 10, looking for the 9, but 8 could work right in. A few more drinks and I might slip to 5 or even 4. But when tomorrow morning comes and I wake up with a number 1, I'll never do it anymore. Now the girls all get prettier in closing time. Now they all begin to look like movie stars. Now the girls change starts taking place, it puts a glow on every face of the fallen angels of the Backstreet Boys. Play it, Ron. Hey.
Mickey Gilley,
Yes, sir.
nice to finally meet you.
Well, it's good to be on the show with you.
Of course, you go way back with the man we just spoke with, Johnny Lee. I mentioned your name, and he said,
Mickey who?
I think he's here.
We started working together in the 60s at a club called the Nesta Dell on Spencer Highway in Pasadena, Texas. And we've been friends for many, many years.
Was he your house band pretty much during that decade?
Well, we were all the house band. I was too. I played piano and organ and sang, and and Johnny Lee came on and did his bit, and we just had a great run for about 10 years, this one club, and then when we opened Gilley's in 1971, I acquired a local TV show, and things really began to turn around for us then.
I'm no Robert Redford, even overhauled. We all picture in our mind the girl that looks just right. Ain't it funny and ain't it strange the way a man's opinions change when he starts to face that lonely night? Now the girls all get prettier in the closing time. Now they all begin to look like movie stars. Now the girls all get prettier in the closing time. When the change starts taking place, it puts a globe on every face of the fallen angels of the Backstreet Boys. What I say? The fallen angels of the Backstreet Boys.
You're watching the conclusion of our 2-episode Urban Cowboy mini-series, Southeast Texas Style. Much more to come from country royalty, Mickey Gilley and Johnny Lee. Later, Southeast Texas blues and rock musician Bill Brooks will be in the royal spotlight. Also still to come, we'll air Kyle Park's What Goes Around Comes Around as our magnificent music clip of the week from Nashville, sponsored by King's Country Internet Radio at kingscountry.net.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road.